All right, hey traders, this is Christian from Hertz Tribeca Trade Group, and we've got one trading day to go through 2017, and it has been a tremendous year. So I wanted to put together just a very quick video about what our predictions are for 2018. What's our game plan for 2018 at the Tribeca Trade Group? So predictions. Let me just start here. I don't have any. I've got no predictions for 2018. This was a tremendous year, 2017. Great, really some great trends that we picked up on. The S&P is up well over. If I can bring this up here, we're up just about 20%. I was going to, when I say well over, a lot of other areas around the globe. It's basically been a global rally, and it's been one of the best rallies that I've ever seen in terms of full participation globally, right? I mean, Nikkei up 23%, the Hang Seng up 34%. Like I said, S&P up about 20% right now, Nasdaq up 28%. But again, you could see year to date just some huge moves, right? And we've actually, if you put it in perspective, the S&P versus a lot of other places, we've actually underperformed a little bit. So predictions, I want to stay with the trend. For as long as this lasts, I'm going to stay with the trend, and we're going to pick up on some new trends this year, just like we did last year. So how are we going to do that? I think our trading room is one step ahead everybody else's. I see a lot of people tweet things out, but they don't take positions. So in our trading room, what you get is you get to see us put these positions on live, both cash, whatever I think is the appropriate. Sometimes I trade cash, sometimes I trade options. It depends and it fits. But what we do all day long, and this is what I'm excited to do, is looking on the left of the screen. I'm watching option flow all day long. I could see where people are positioning into different groups, out of different groups, buying puts in some things, buying aggressive calls in other things. And this is how, and then on top of that, I look at big block cash trades as well, both in stock and in ETFs. ETFs really give me a sense of where the money is shuffling into. So we've picked up on that all through the year. We've picked out trends like the Chinese internet. I think the KWEB is, I can tell you what the percentage is, but it should be up somewhere close to 100% this year. So we've been all over those names this year. We picked up on that trend early. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, year to date, sorry, not that good. Up 70% year to date. So we've been trafficking in those names. BABA's one of a big winner, like earlier in the year. Also in the tech space, talking about the first half of the year. Not even playing, not all of the FANG stocks, but a lot of the, I call them second tier names, software names have been really big. If you kind of just take a look at the components of this ETF, and this is talking about ETFs, this is one of those ETFs that saw a lot of inflows this year. So Adobe, Salesforce, Activision, ATVI, Autodesk, these Red Hat was a huge winner for us that we found. And again, this is not me just coming up with these names and saying, and going into these names, I follow and watch aggressive option activity. So for 2000, and I'll continue to do that for 2018. And the trends that are going to be prevalent, just like we're seeing energy, and we caught energy a couple weeks ago. You have everybody tweeting about energy now. We caught that 3 weeks ago, right? And that's when we started putting on longs in energy, not this week. So we are one step ahead of the crowd, and we'll continue to be that way because we've got our nose to the tape, and not just options. A lot of people just follow options. That's only one part of the puzzle. So we're going to be looking at everything, right? And I'm going to be relying on my expertise as an institutional trader to capture this flow. Same thing, I could kind of just point out a couple other things that we caught before anybody else. The cryptocurrency blockchain names. Everybody talking about that the last 2 weeks. We put on the CME trade going long CME before anybody was talking about CME. So, and when everybody started talking about it, that's when we took it off for huge profits. So that was a trade. I'm just looking in my blotter. That was a trade that I think either was a double or triple in CME, and you could kind of see it move down. When everybody started talking on Twitter about, oh, CME, they're rolling out options for, or excuse me, futures for Bitcoin. That was where we got out of it. We got out right at this candle. We got in here and we got out there. So that's what we're going to be on top of for 2018. As well as, this was just one name. Riot was a name that we got in at $8, took it off at $28. Everybody else talking about it when it's in 25 and talking about shorting it when it got a little bit above. I mean, I didn't catch the very high in Riot, but getting in a little bit below 8 and getting out at 28. Those are the trades, and that's what we're going to be looking for next year. And we've done that time and time again, where we've been that much far further ahead of the curve and ahead of most retail, right? I mean, right now, what I see is a lot of people looking at tech names. The momentum is not there right now. We're not seeing a ton of call buying, so we're not going to force the issue. We're going to have a very open mind for 2018. And again, we look to be one step ahead, if not two steps ahead of everybody else, just like we did all of 2017. So again, that will be our focus for the year. No major predictions. We're going to be following the trend. And again, this is our cash positions, which I could show you like ticking live. Since I started this cash portfolio, it's up handsomely. It's up over 16% versus the S&P return. Again, once we put this portfolio in action, starting on 315. I've got some names that have been, closed positions that are losses, but the gains have far outweighed. Again, the whole idea is to have small losers, which everybody's going to have losers. You just have to manage them so that they're small losers and big winners. So, I'm in names that you hear everybody talking about now. FCX, we got into that in July 26. Steel names, which are really hot, we got into this June 28th, up 23% in this one. FCX up 26%. And First Solar, we hear this name a lot. I'm up 57%. And all of these trades go on live. Everybody could see these trades. I send out alerts as I'm getting into them. Every one of these trades, from the time that I get into the trade, I know what the exit is if it doesn't work. So this is a systematic portfolio. Our stop price is predetermined. Right now in names like SLX, I'm ratcheting up the stops. So I'm going to continue to hold on to those, ride the trend for as long as it goes, and once it starts to break, again, I will ratchet up those stops, which I have all programmed here. So this is a systematic program. I'm also in U.S. Steel, which you hear people talking about as well. Half of these people, they're not in it. They're just talking about it. We're in it. So we've had a great year. You can tell I'm excited. If you want to join before the end of the year, someone just asked me, are you running any specials? Yes, I'm continuing to run the special that I have. Come 2018, we're going to raise our subscription prices. It's just been that good. So if you want to get involved, we're going to be running a brand new program for trend trading in 2018 with options. It's going to be completely different than I think what anybody is doing. We've got a completely different way to play the trend using options rather than stock. So stay tuned. That'll be coming in 2018. You can sign up right now. You can go to TribecaTradeGroup.com and you can get half off the first month, and then you're grandfathered in at this particular price. So here's our products page. Just remember to use the code TTG. It'd be a really good trial to check us out for the first month, half off, and then your membership will be $129 after that. Again, we'll be looking to raise the price in 2018. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Hope you had a great year, and we'll see you in 2018.